Welcome back. It's time for another EDC Weekly, and I promise this week you're not going to have 3 minutes of announcements at the beginning of the video. There are some announcements though, and first we have a winner for the September giveaway. No idea how to pronounce your name. You are our winner. He submitted this picture right here. I've reached out and congratulations. You're now the owner of all this new gear. That is a Yellow Birch Outfitters pocket organizer, a Big Idea Design titanium pocket tool, a Key Smart Rugged, a Rovivon Aurora flashlight, Hitch and Timber Runt, and a Griffin pocket tool. And if you want to be entered to win all of that stuff this month, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it every single month. Just go to edcw.co and submit. And there is a totally new way to submit starting today. Ooh, you're gonna like this. I have a brand new website. I decided to make it this weekend. I spent all of Sunday and Monday making the website. I love it, it's beautiful, and you can go register and then you can submit right there on the website, and it's bestmedc.com. And the last thing before we get started, this video is brought to you by Rovivon. If you are not familiar with Rovivon, they make these really awesome tiny flashlights. They're up to 550 lumens. They come in polycarbonate, aluminum, stainless steel, titanium, and a luminous body. They are really cool, very, very tiny. I carry one myself. I've been carrying this for months now, and I swear by it, I love it. It is USB rechargeable, it is water resistant, it is drop resistant. They're really, really nice. So if you want to see more about these flashlights, there are links down below, and if you use my coupon code BESTMEDC over on their website, you get 10% off your purchase. So with that said, let's get into the show. I did not pick a theme this week. I just went through all the submissions, which, whoa, there are 80 already, and it is day 8, so 10 per day. That's insane. Thank you all. Let's get into it. These are just really cool EDCs so far this month. This first EDC comes from Carlos Rivera. I actually shared this over on Instagram the other day, and man, I love it. It's very simple. He's not showing his wallet here, which some people have a problem with not everything showing in your EDC because it's not your EDC, but whatever. I like this EDC. I like the gear. I think it's really nice. Here we go. First up, on his wrist, he has an Apple Watch 3 in space gray, and that is the 44mm variant. The knife you see above that is a Microtech Ultratech Uniform Military Services, so the UMS Tonto blade. So this is a special version of the Ultratech. Above that is the white Key Smart Pro with tile tracking, and above that, the last thing in the photo is the Gerber Basic Multi-Tool, which he said he's carried for over 12 years. The only other things in his EDC are an iPhone 8 Plus and the OtterBox commuter case, which he used to take the photo. Carlos says, "Thank you for having the channel. I enjoy your reviews and discussions. I use my Apple Watch every day to track my fitness. The Microtech OTF knife is the newest addition to the EDC. I use it every day for opening mail, cutting fruits, or rope. It's a great blade. I fell in love with it so much I will buy a red one for daily use, and I use the black one for work as you can't have flashy colors while in uniform. I previously had a regular Key Smart and I love it so much I got a few for my family. I carried it for over 2 years, but once they came out with the Pro tile tracking, it was a no-brainer. Lastly, my Gerber, which I've had for over 12 years, it has been my workhorse and it has deployed and traveled around the world. My EDC changes based on where I'm going. Not everywhere is legal to have an out-of-the-front knife. That's very, very true. When I can't take my OTF, I take my Benchmade 940, not pictured. It's the perfect knife that never goes out of style. Keep up the good work." Thank you, Carlos, and I totally agree. The 940, I was not a fan of the look of the 940 at first, but now it's really, the more I've seen it, it's started to grow on me. But this right here, this Microtech, is one that I really did not care for. A lot of Microtech stuff I don't like the design of, and this one, especially OTF knives, I don't feel they're super practical, and one, they're not legal in a lot of places, but this one just in particular, it does something for me. You have a second entry into the October giveaway. Next up, we have a submission from Michael Barrie. This one I picked because leather and wood, man. Just, you know what, I'm gonna feed the trolls. Leather and wood, it's the perfect combination. So first up, we have a Zebra F-XMD pin with a Fisher Space Pin refill. Next to that, you see a Popov leather Field Notes cover in driftwood, which I imagine there's probably also a Field Notes notebook in there. Next to that is a Pierre Cardin, I imagine that's how it's pronounced, leather case for the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 is not pictured because that's what he took the picture with. And then next to that is a homemade pocket organizer for his Victorinox Cadet, as well as an Olight S1 Mini. His knife of choice here in the picture is the Benchmade 940-1 in carbon fiber. And then finally, the far right thing in the picture is the Popov leather 5-card wallet in espresso. You didn't go with driftwood for both? You don't want your wallet and your notebook cover to match? What's wrong with you? Michael says, this is my office EDC. Everything is pretty standard and leather seems to be a theme. Yes, it does. I use my gear and don't baby much. It gets beaten up a little, but that's what I love about quality leather. The more aged it is, the better it looks. Agreed. I made the pocket organizer because I keep both knives, the flashlight, and keys not shown all in my front left pocket, and it was tired of jingling. The organizer isn't perfect, my next one will be better, but it's worked great for a long time now. I think you've showcased Popov before, but I want to add how excellent their products are. Totally agreed. I have some stuff from Popov that I am going to be making a video about. I've been supporting Popov, or Ryan, for a long time. He is thriving now, and I'm so happy to see that because he makes really awesome stuff. I bought a wallet and a passport cover from Ryan in 2013, 2014, and I did review the Driftwood 5-card wallet, so the one you see here, but in Driftwood, so the leather you see on the notebook cover over on my other channel before. Anyway, awesome EDC, thank you for submitting. You now have an entry into the October giveaway, or a second entry, that is, into the October giveaway. Next up, we have a submission from Daniel Velazquez, and this one I chose because it has a Travax wallet that you don't see very often, and that is the Summit wallet with a notebook in it. First up here, we have the Travax Summit wallet in brown with the green nylon band around it, and inside that he carries a Fisher Space Pen bullet as well as a rain-resistant notebook. Both of those, of course, are Travax branded. Attached to that is an Olight i1R EOS flashlight, and then he also has a KeySmart keychain to keep all of his keys organized. On that is a Nitei's Innova Squeeze flashlight. And then next to that, his watch of choice is a Seiko SNA411 chronograph. His knife of choice in this picture is the Gerber Paraframe knife, which I haven't seen in forever. And then finally is the Gerber Shard, that is his pry tool of choice. Daniel says, Travax small wallet with enough space for several credit cards, some money, plus a pen and a notepad. Pen works in every condition as well as waterproof paper. Olight nice small size with 2 adjustable streams. KeySmart is an easy way to carry keys compactly. Nitei Squeeze Light helpful for those times you have difficulties at night with keys. Gerber Paraframe knife, simple for everyday needs like cutting boxes and twine. The Gerber Shard allows me to have a small star screwdriver and 2 flathead screwdrivers with me at all times. It also serves as a small pry tool, and the star tip also serves to open boxes. I think if I were to buy a Travax wallet, this might be the one. I mean, they've got a lot. I like the Element, I like the Ascent, but the Summit wallet I think is the most unique out of all of them. Maybe not the most unique, but the most practical, I think. Anyway, thank you for submitting. You now have a second entry into the October giveaway. Next up, this one comes from Michael Tran. We've seen him before. You can find him over on Instagram at @theofficialmichaeltran. But this submission is definitely different from his past one, and it also features a Microtech knife again. So first up here, we have a 6 Hour P938, and he carries that in a Kydex holster, as well as a spare 7-round mag. Next to that, his flashlight of choice is the Olight S1R baton, and he also carries a Rovivon Aurora A5, which is the luminous body with the UV. He says, the one I won in your giveaway. He carries that flashlight on an IDKey carabiner, and he also carries chapstick, of course. Next to that is an ST DuPont ballpoint pen, and his knife of choice here is the Microtech Ultratech, and finally his watch of choice is the Marathon GSAR, or Government Search and Rescue Automatic US Government Model. Finally, he says that his wallet, keys, and Galaxy S9 Plus are the only things not featured in this picture. So just for you guys who don't know, last month I had a little bit of a blip with my giveaway process. I chose a winner and I did not hear from him, so I chose a new winner. Michael Tran was that winner, and I sent him the flashlight. I actually got an email back from the person after they saw the video and saw that they had won, but then I had to redraw. And I decided that because it wasn't his fault, my email went to his spam folder. I decided, you know what, fine. And I sent him a flashlight too. So there were actually 2 winners last month because the mistake was really nobody's fault. It was Google's spam filter, really. So there you go, just wanted to clarify and put it out there. There were 2 winners last month. Michael says, the SIG P938 is what I carry when I need to be discreet. The Olight S1R is extremely useful for day-to-day tasks. I switch between either that or the M2R Warrior depending on the task at hand. I do have the S1R2 on the way to replace this. The Rovivon A5 is actually starting to get more use than my Olights just because of the convenience. It's way brighter and more durable than I thought. No doubt about it, this is one of the best EDC lights on the market. Thank you again. You are welcome. Chapstick is here because I can't live without it. The ST DuPont pin was a gift to me, and I've kept it on the front part or placket correct me if I'm wrong, of my shirt for years. I don't know what that's called. I sell cars for a living, and it's extremely important to have a pin ready, especially one you can operate with one hand. Microtech is a little overkill and not nearly as utilitarian as my Kershaw's, but I got a great deal on it and it's cool AF. It doubles as a self-defense tool thanks to the quick deployment of an OTF knife. I use the body to open beer bottles as well because I simply don't care if I scratch it. I find that scratches add character to it. The Marathon GSAR is the easiest to read mechanical watch I've ever owned thanks to the actual numbers on the dial and the self-luminous markers. Takes an absolute beating and is great for most outfits. There you go, really nice. I like that your pen and knife kind of match a little bit. I think you did that on purpose, or it could be editing of the photo. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, thank you, Michael. You have a really, really nice EDC, and you now have a second entry into the October giveaway. Time for some honorable mentions. This week I chose just 5 honorable mentions. There were a lot more that I could have chosen, but for my own sanity, I chose 5. This first one comes from AJ Plumber, and in this one I chose it because, one, the picture's nice. I like it. The grain is nice, but also the Hitch and Timber here. This is, I believe, it looks like a Runt, or this right here from Hitch and Timber, and I think it's either this or the Runt 2.0, which has a card slot. Actually, this one does not have a card slot. Anyway, this one just jumped out at me, nothing more than that. I just like the picture. There you go. This one jumped out because I opened the link. I didn't look at anything else. I never look at anything before I click the link in the submission form. I just click the link and go. This one jumped out because there was something about it. I wasn't sure what it was. Maybe it was the pop socket or the keys, the way it was done. I don't know. I don't know, but I was like, there's something different about this. So I went back to the form and read through it. Let me pull it up because I get a lot of comments about not doing a certain thing, but you're wrong. You're wrong. And I get comments about a certain type of person not submitting to the EDC Weekly, and it's just not true. It's just not true. This one right here comes from Crystal Jeffrey. Yes, Crystal. That is a female who submitted to the EDC Weekly. It happens, just not very often. Crystal says, I'm a stay-at-home mom with young kids and every day is different. Therefore, what I carry every day changes, but my core EDC stays the same. My Key Smart keychain, thank you for the rec, is the only thing that keeps my key fob in my pocket. Pockets are tiny in women's pants. Heard a lot of complaints about tiny pockets in women's pants, especially since starting this channel. I love the Leatherman CS4 because it has both scissors and a corkscrew. Those are 25% off right now. I don't know if that deal's still going on by the time this video goes live, but over on the Best Damn EDC website, I have posted a link to those being 25% off, or up to 25%. I've been through a few flashlights, and the double-sided clip on the Olight is perfect. The iPhone and Fitbit keep me on time and track during the day. I previously carried a Benchmade knife, but after watching some of your recent videos on utility knives, I reevaluated and switched to a Gerber EAB Lite. I think I will invest in the one-handed open option in the future. Finally, I carry a Zebra gel pen. I'm thrilled you went full-time and can't wait for more videos. Thanks. And thank you, Crystal. Thanks for submitting, and thank you for being one of the very few women of the EDC community that submit to this show. I'm trying to expand, and people like you are making that possible, so thank you. All right, next up is Dustin Bean. This one jumped out at me because I liked that pocket organizer, or the wallet. I don't know what it is. Let's see if we've got it here. Leather card holder that I sell on my Etsy shop. There you go. Dustin sells this on his Etsy shop. I will make sure to link that down below. I like it, and it jumped out at me, so I picked this one as an honorable mention. There you go. Other things in this picture, he's got a Smith & Wesson M&P shield, the Aurora flashlight from Rovivon, homemade bottle opener, bead and copper magnetic breakaway, an Inlon EL, that's the knife, Inlon EL06 knife, an aluminum bead Sunto core, that's the watch, and he says a OnePlus 6. And of course there are some other things here like a Key Smart Rugged and an additional magazine. Really cool. Thank you for submitting, Dustin. Alan Miller is next. He's got a Benchmade 940 in carbon fiber, a Das Ophenemere gun deck wallet, and an i3T EOS. The one thing that jumped out at me, this one is not just the key bar, but he's got what I believe, just by looking at it, is the utility blade insert for the key bar. I wanted to get that one for the utility knife roundup, and I just didn't. It didn't fit into the overall theme. It would have been in a category of its own, but I will be buying that because this right here is my key organization solution for now. It is the key bar in copper. I have a Griffin pocket tool and the interchangeable bit screwdriver on my key bar copper. And I think having a little utility knife on there would be kind of cool. The one reason I wanted to actually feature this as an honorable mention is because I wanted to ask how that works. Like, I understand mechanically how it works. Is it safe? Like, that's the one thing I would want to check out, because while I don't ever have a problem with these things coming out of here, the tension on the screws does change from time to time. So I just wonder if having a utility blade, something very sharp in your pocket that could come out, that does not lock in place, isn't safe. That's what I want to know. So if you have experience with that, let me know. The last honorable mention, the one reason I didn't feature this in the main part of the video is because the picture was so small. It was shared to Instagram and it was just compressed and really small, but it's so nice, man. I wish I could have got this picture in higher res. It totally would have been featured very first thing, because what you have here is a very, very unique carry. Most of this stuff is copper and I love it. It's extra, I think is the best way to explain it, but in a very good way. So it is Tim Strong, and he's got a key bar copper with a square pattern, which is very, very nice, as well as a magnut in that copper color, a Griffin pocket tool copper, which is new and a limited run. I don't know if you can even get those anymore. He's got a Mass Drop AAA copper flashlight, the Gerber EAB light, 29th element hammered copper Burt's Bees and Bic lighter sleeves, so more copper, an Olight S2 baton copper, a Victorinox Swiss Army knife Huntsman with Swiss Bianco square pattern copper scales. He's also got a Pioneer X above that, which also has that kind of squared stipple pattern. The Alox is kind of similar to that. And then finally, a 1 ounce copper coin, which started the whole copper obsession. So yeah, totally feel you, man. I love the copper. This just patinaed so well. It actually came a little patinaed, but it is patinaed so well in just a week. And that's my favorite thing about copper. It's heavy. So this carry is not lightweight, but just throwing that out there. So thank you everybody. If you were featured in this video at all, you have a second entry into the October giveaway. If you want to enter that giveaway, you can go to edcw.co and submit, or now you can just go to bestdamnedc.com, and there you'll find EDC news, EDC deals. You'll find all the submissions that I decide to feature over there on the website. That'll be another way you can get a second entry into the monthly giveaway, is being featured on the website, but there will be a blog post. So the way that works is you go there, you register and submit, and when I approve that, that article is posted on the blog for the website, but your username is tied to it. It's really cool. I'm very excited to launch it, and I'm very excited to build this community and turn it into a real community with a real website and a place to go. And if you want to help support that idea and help me grow this community and website and YouTube channel, you can go to patreon.com/bestdamnedc. There are different tiers that come with different rewards, including getting access to the EDC Weekly a day early and getting to talk in a private chat room in Discord with me, doing private live chats on the YouTube channel, and all sorts of different stuff. So go to patreon.com/bestdamnedc to help support the show. And if you don't want to do that, you can just click the links in the description of this video. If it takes you to Amazon or sometimes some other sites, they are affiliate links. We get a little bit of a kickback, and it just helps keep the lights on, and it doesn't cost you any extra. So once again, thank you. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, as well as all sorts of other everyday carry content. And if you're interested in the outdoor stuff, I have a second channel. It's called Modern Outdoor Dweller. You can find that link down below as well. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos, and be sure to follow us around the web. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at bestdamnedc. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at Casper Tech. And until next time, carry on.